What's up, fight fans? Thank you once again for coming through. It's your boy. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel. Quick story. I interviewed Anthony Joshua after his demolition of Kevin Johnson. I was at the O2 Arena. I interviewed him and I said, Anthony Joshua, don't you hate, or isn't there this added pressure when before you've even fought the guy, Eddie Hearn's announcing who you're going to fight next? And Anthony Joshua said no, doesn't mind it. Pressure is what comes with the business. Something along those lines. I can't remember the interview. I'm going to have to go and check on my Box Talk channel to remind me of what he said. Well, Eddie Hearn has kind of done it again. But see, for me, it was okay back then. When he was fighting guys that he was supposed to be and it was easy going, it was okay, right? Anthony Joshua was having fights every 3 or 4 months, not a problem. Anthony Joshua's got, I think, his toughest fight coming up against Joseph Parker. Now, I think I understand that people say, no, that's not true, Vladimir Klitschko. But in terms of a live opponent, hungry, young, unbeaten, world champion also, I think it's a tough opponent. So I think any conversations about who Anthony Joshua is going to fight after Joseph Parker should be after Joseph Parker. Not before Joseph Parker, not the same day as Joseph Parker. Should be if and when Anthony Joshua defeats Joseph Parker. But Eddie Hearn, well, you know Eddie Hearn likes to talk a bit. Eddie Hearn said at the press conference to talk about Daniel Jacobs' upcoming fight, and said that Jarrell Miller, Mr. Big Baby himself, will get Anthony Joshua in August in Brooklyn. Is Brooklyn in the house if he comes through his fight against Dupas? Now, I'm shocked by that. I'm shocked for a couple of reasons. I always knew that Eddie Hearn wanted to get Anthony Joshua to the States. Remember, they were supposed to get Anthony Joshua to the States when he was supposed to have the fight against Vladimir Klitschko, the rematch. That didn't happen. So the States is where they want to push Anthony Joshua to. And that makes sense. If the next fight, in terms of the big one, is against Deontay Wilder, let the States see who this bad boy called Anthony Joshua is. But let's not announce it now. I mean, what are you doing? Come on, let's fully focus on the Joseph Parker thing. And look, I fully understand that Eddie Hearn has his route. But you don't have to divulge what the route is to us. I think it makes, I'm not going to say it makes a mockery of the Joseph Parker fight, but I think it looks silly if Anthony Joshua struggles or even gets beaten that fight. The fact that you've announced who he's going to fight next anyway. I mean, you don't do this, I don't think, at the elite level. At the elite level, you don't say who the next opponent's going to be yet. But what do you guys make of this? Jarrell Miller, who takes on Dupas. Dupas can fight, by the way. Dupas can fight. I know he got knocked out by Povetkin and Wilder, but watch those performances. They're not bad performances, especially the one against Wilder. He got beat by Erkan Tepe as well. Erkan Tepe was obviously on the roids at the time, so let's discount that one. But he can fight. Jarrell Miller didn't look good against Vac. For me, didn't look that good against Vac. Looked okay against Washington. So it's a good fight for Joshua if Joshua comes through. I think it's a good sort of America welcoming fight for Joshua. I did say for all those people that assumed that if Joshua wins and Wilder wins, that Wilder and Joshua were somehow going to fight next, absolutely no chance. I said numerous times that fight isn't happening until 2019 or late 2018, but I'm thinking 2019 now. I did think that potentially Joshua was going to fight Povetkin, right? I think that's why Povetkin, who's mandated for Joshua's belt, was on the card. I thought Joshua, if he did beat Parker and if Povetkin beats Price, which he should do, I thought they were going to square off. But Hearn is clearly saying, no, the first fight he wants to see is Miller, Joshua, Brooklyn, August. What do you guys make of it? Let me know what you think. Does Eddie Hearn need to stop doing this? I mean, we love it as fans. For me, that makes videos. It's great. Gives me content to do. But, I mean, if you're AJ, does that put added pressure on that you don't need coming up to a very, very big unification fight? Let me know what you think. Peace.